So, a quick look at the 3 leading racing sims on the PS4. First up is Assetto Corsa, and of the 3, this has got the best force feedback and because of that the best feel of physics. Graphically it's third. Plain and simply, it's not as good looking as the other 3, although sound wise it's up there with the others. AI wise, this is set to medium and will give me a good race. We'll see the AI battling for position against each other and also not running me off the track and giving me a good run, as you can see here with the Merc down the back straight. So overall, Assetto Corsa is one of it's hard to say. It's well, I'll leave it to the end. It's if anything, downside to Assetto Corsa is that it can be a little bit too easy to drive and recover, because of the amount of feedback we're getting through the steering wheel. But anyway, this is a first lap, and we're going to switch over now to Project Cars 2. Now Project Cars, instantly you can see the graphical detail is a lot higher than Assetto Corsa, and they've done a lot of work in regards to the force feedback. It's still not as good as Assetto Corsa, but it's not far off. It's not far off at all. It's certainly a lot better than Project Cars 1. The AI on the first lap is a little bit hesitant, shall we say, but then gets into its stride. As you can see up in front here, they're battling for position. They're not taking each other out, they've not taken me out. And this is set at about 70% for car aggression, 70% for difficulty. Sound wise, absolutely fine, and overall a huge improvement over Project Cars 1. And there you can see, just recovering from a bit of oversteer. Project Cars 2 isn't as easy to recover from mistakes as Assetto Corsa, but again, as you can see, it's not like Project Cars just going to throw you off into the field at the first sign of you getting out of line. Overall feels very realistic, and there's a lot of feedback from the visual, sound and force feedback. One of my favourites. So that was a quick lap with Project Cars 2. I'm moving on to Gran Turismo Sport, and here we can see the eye candy has gone up a level. Unfortunately everything else has gone down 2 levels. Sound wise it's okay, it's not brilliant. It does actually sound really good in the replays, which is a bit unusual, but it seems a bit bland in the actual games. Graphically looks stunning, absolutely stunning. Force feedback, after coming off the other 2 games, it's as if the force feedback is turned off. It's there, but you've got to really tune in to get any feel for what the car's doing from it. AI, I'm not sure you could call it AI. The cars don't actually battle each other for position. They don't crash into you, which is fair enough, but they're just on rails going round at a set speed. you'll see something quite unusual here. The two cars up in front, the Lamborghini and the Audi, it looks like they're fighting for position. In fact they're not, they're just making it look like they are. And all this turns into is a rolling roadblock because the Audi just won't pass the Lamborghini. So the only way to get through is to punch your way through. Very disappointing. So looks fantastic, but as a racing sim, very poor, unfortunately. A big shame. Anyway, moving on. I've set up a set of Project Cars 2 here with the same time of day as GT, same amount of cars, rolling start as with GT, and the same class of cars, the GT4s. And I've also, as with GT, got it on professional, so aggression maximum and the car skill level maximum. So after we get through that initial hesitancy of the AI, I'm pretty much just a rolling roadblock for them. But you will notice now that the movements on the steering wheel, unlike GT Sport, I'm not driving along what feels like an autobahn in a Bentley. I can see and feel the bumps on the track. As you can see, the steering wheel moving around, and it gives a greater sense of speed and a greater sense of grip levels. And the AI has just driven off into the sunset with the rest stacking up behind me and occasionally past me like that. So with the greater amount of adjustment that you can do with AI and the weather, huge amount of tracks and cars, the longevity of Project Cars 2 is much greater than Assetto and Gran Turismo, especially when you take into the account the online sides. Right, that's it. Thanks for watching.